So what do you think? Want to go for a drive? Want to go shopping? Okay. So I have another story. This is a little bit more exciting.
Okay.
All right. So I did have my stepfather wouldn't let my mother have a car. He wouldn't let her leave the place without his supervision, you see. He didn't trust her. So I decided I was going to buy my mom a car. And I bought a 1962 Thunderbird. It was pretty nice. It was pink with a black interior, and it was Wisconsin. The car was 12 years old and already had rust around the wheel wells and everything. But it was pretty decent shape. Mechanically, it ran pretty well. And when I found out that didn't do any good, he still wouldn't let her drive her car. In fact, it was to be my brother's car too. They were supposed to share it, but so I took it back to sell it to someone else, and I started using it. And I was going to go 40 miles away from my little town, which had 217 population, to the Twin Cities, Minnesota, Maplewood. I went to the shopping mall there. And I was going on the freeway, and to get to the surface road to go down to the mall, you had to go down the off-ramp. At the end of the off-ramp, it had two choices. You had one lane to go ahead or turn left, and the other lane, divided by a concrete island, you turn right. Well, I was, I'm driving 65, 70 miles an hour going down the off-ramp, Then I get ready to put on my brakes. I don't have any brakes. The brake line rusted, and the cars built before 1967 had a single chamber. So if a brake line, you lose all your brakes. Newer cars, if you have a brake line failure, you lose only the front or only the back brakes. But old cars, you lose all of them. So I had no brakes. I was going 60 miles an hour down the hill. What am I going to do? There's a stoplight. There's traffic going on the road. So I dropped it into low gear. The automatic transmission shifts down to second at that point. As you go slower, it'll eventually shift down to low. But right now I'm in second gear. I use the engine compression braking. I can't use emergency brake because I know that's no good. It's rusted to hell. That's not going to work. So I don't even try. So finally you get towards that big triangle separating thing. Either go straight or turn right. And by then I'm dropped down to low. The car's going slow enough where it goes boom down to low again. But I'm still going too fast to make that right-hand turn. And I have to merge it with the traffic. So I decide to run over the cement divider to slow my car down even more. And once I got over the divider, the front end drops off the divider, the rear end's following it. I crank the wheel to the right, and I merged into with traffic. Nobody got hurt, no damage was done. So, but the kicker to the story is I had to go home. So I went to the Sears shop, automotive department, the garage, and I asked if they had any flare tools and tubing so I could cut the line where it's rusted and flare in a new line. They said, no, we don't have that equipment. So I drove all the way home, 40 miles, without any brakes. What do you think about that?
I feel like that's illegal.
It is. I think the statutes of limitations.
I feel like posting it publicly. I feel like that's not gonna really work.
Really?
Since if that's illegal.
Yeah. Well, there's a statute of limitations on things like that. Nobody got hurt. There was no. But yeah, it was illegal. That's not the only illegal thing I've ever done, but that's one of them. So, but I made it home because of my exquisite driving skills.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to go through, let's see, I had to go through Maplewood, of course. I had to go through Stillwater, Minnesota. I had to go through I think of this little town. Another little town. I had to go through another town and then to my house. So I had to go through 4 or 5 towns before I got home. And I was able to use my transmission braking and because you see a stop sign about 5 miles ahead, you think I should start slowing down now. And you put it in low and you go slower and slower and slower and no one's coming, and then you go. So that's what I did. I was, I don't know, probably 20, 21 years old at the time. More like 19 or 20. Yeah. So that's my car story. All right. So what do you think? Want to go for a drive? Want to go shopping?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
In fact, I'm probably going to stay in my room for the next 5 minutes.
Okay. See you later.